Midnight, and the rain was still working overtime. I had the bottle out and one glass poured when I heard the stairs complain. Cops climb stairs like they're carrying the whole department on their backs. Patty Brogan carried 2 departments and a grudge older than I was.
Don't get up, and put that away. I'm not here to drink with you. 20 years I waited to walk Pauly Marchetti through booking, and I done it. 3 hours later, his lawyer comes through the front door smiling, and Pauly walks out the back. Out on a Tuesday.
A boss like that doesn't stay caged, Lieutenant. You knew that going in. So what brings you up my stairs at midnight, sore feet and all?
Because cuffing Pauly's like cutting the head off a weed. The route's downtown, in a corner office, smiling for the newspapers. The district attorney's been eating Marchetti's money for years, and that's the man keeps the hall rotten thing standing.
Then arrest him. You've got the badge. I've just got a desk and a hangover.
With what? Every warrant I sign crosses his desk first. Every honest man I got gets reassigned to the Harbour Patrol. This city chews up good men and spits out the rest, and I'm down to my last tooth. The badge can't touch him, but a fella with no badge, no rules, nobody to answer to, maybe a fella like that can.
Patty Brogan asking a private eye for help. I never thought I'd live to hear it.
Don't make me say it twice. I've been hating your kind since before you could shave. But I'd shake hands with the devil himself to put that man in the ground, legally speaking. So, you in, or do I drink that whiskey after all?
He stood there dripping on my floor, an honest man asking a dishonest favor and hating every second of it. That's how I knew it was real. The witness who could have sunk the DA was already in the harbor, testimony and all feeding the fish. The only proof died down there with him. Unless somewhere in this city there's a copy of the DA's ledger. The diner at the end of Harbor Street stays open all night, for the kind of people who can't go home, and the kind who don't have one. She picked the booth in the back, away from the window, and she'd been watching the door since before I came through it. A woman that careful is either praying nobody finds her, or making sure somebody does. With her, I couldn't tell which.
Sit down, detective. Not across from me. Beside me, where you can see the door, too. I keep the district attorney's books. 2 sets. One for the newspapers, one for the men who paid for him. You've been pulling at the money. I'm the thread you were looking for.
Bookkeepers don't usually meet me at 2 in the morning. They send a lawyer and a smile. What's got you in the cheap seats, sweetheart?
Because I've read the names, and you haven't. There are people in that second ledger who pour concrete in this city, and not all of it goes into buildings. I copied every page. Dates, dollars, who signed for the envelope. It's the whole rotten heart of the office in a clean secretary's hand. Relax. Just a cabbie wanting his coffee. You see how it is. I want a train ticket out of Calloway Bay and enough road behind me that the harbor can't reach. You want what's in my purse. I think we can be very good for each other, detective, if you're the kind of man who pays his debts.
And if I'm not?
Then I walk out into the rain, and you go home with nothing but a hunch and a bottle. The ledger has a price. You'll know it when I name it, and you won't like it. But you'll pay. Men like you always pay. It's the only honest thing about you.
She let it sit there between us, soft as the steam off the coffee, and twice as scalding. I'd come looking for the money, and the money had a face now, painted and frightened and sharper than a switchblade. She had the one thing that could burn the DA's office to the foundation, and she'd hand it over for a price I wasn't sure I wanted to pay. Pauly Marchetti made bail on a Tuesday and was back behind his own bar by Wednesday, pouring like the cell door had been a misunderstanding. The law had held him about as long as it takes to lose a hat in the wind. Now he wanted to buy me a drink. In Calloway Bay, the most dangerous words a man can hear are on the house.
There he is. Sit. Take a load off. You see this? Charges poof. Like, smoke off a match. Turns out I got friends downtown who appreciate a man keeps the peace. So we're friends now, too. You and me, have a drink. I insist.
I'll stand. I drink better on my feet.
Suit yourself. Now, word reaches me you've been taking the air downtown, around the courthouse, around a certain man's office. And that troubles me, 'cause that man and me, we got an arrangement. Costs me a pretty penny every month, and I pay it happy, like a gentleman, a friendly DA. In my business, that ain't a problem. That's overhead.
Funny, most men complain about the overhead.
Huh. You got jokes. I like that. But here's where it stops being funny. A man pays for an arrangement. He expects it stays arranged. Then some little secretary with a head full of numbers, she starts keeping a book she got no business keeping. And now everybody and his brother is looking for that book. Me, I'm a reasonable man. The way I see it, whoever's holding it is holding a lit match in a room full of gasoline. Be a shame. Something like that going off near a friend of mine.
He never raised his voice. He never has to. He just told me, polite as a Sunday host, that he knew about the secretary, and he knew about the ledger. So that was the warning. Served neat with a smile and a clean glass. Pauly knows about the ledger too, and he wants it buried with whoever's holding it. The Chronicle's morgue was 3 floors down, past the presses where they kept the dead stories in steel drawers. Flynn lived down there like a man who'd lost a ring in the dark and never stopped looking. I brought him a ledger I shouldn't have had, and the smell of old newsprint closed over us like water.
Lay it down right here under the lamp. Oh, this is beautiful, you see it? 2 columns, same dates, different numbers. That's 2 sets of books, detective. One they show the auditors, one they keep for themselves. Nobody keeps a second ledger unless the first one's a lie.
It's just numbers, Flynn. Numbers don't testify.
These do. Watch. Cash comes in dirty, splits into little pieces, 200 here, 200 there, every piece signed over as a campaign donation. Clean as a whistle by the time it hits the bank. I've got the clip files to match every name, every date. This isn't a story, this is the story. This is the front page that gets a man a corner office or a slab at the morgue.
So it runs to the DA, we knew that much.
No, that's just it. The DA's in the middle of the column, not the top. The money doesn't stop at his office, it passes through it. Follow it up. Up past the DA, up past everybody. There's a name at the top of every page, and I am already writing the headline, God help us both.
I leaned into the lamp and read what was written there, and the rain on the high window sounded a long way off. The name at the top of the ledger isn't the district attorney. It's someone the whole city trusts. The courthouse steps were slick with rain and reporters. Inside, the district attorney was getting fitted for a set of headlines, the kind that ruin a man for a week and a half. Brogan stood out in the wet with his collar up, watching the cameras flash, looking like a man who'd ordered steak and been handed the menu. That ledger put the DA on the front page, Brogan. The bloody campaign money, every name, every number. You got him.
I got a fall guy. A man in a good suit who'll take the headline so the fella above him stays dry. The DA answered to somebody, and that somebody's already on a yacht in the harbour, smiling. 20 years I chased this, and the rot just shifted seats.
Marchetti got his warning. The DA's finished. That's more justice than this town's seen in a decade.
Aye, and it tastes like ash, doesn't it? I came on this job to clean the place. 40 years on, and the dirt outlasted me. That ledger bought us one honest morning, son. The afternoon belongs to whoever's paying. I'm just too tired now to be surprised.
Brogan walked off into the rain, a little smaller than when I'd met him, carrying the part of himself this case had eaten. I lit a cigarette that wouldn't stay lit and watched the gutters carry the day downhill toward the harbor, where everything in Calloway Bay eventually goes. The city doesn't change. You just pay to learn that twice. In this city, you cut off one head and 2 grow back, and somewhere a phone is already ringing. Pauly Marchetti ran the Blue Room like a king runs a country, quiet, generous, and absolutely certain that everyone in it belonged to him. He'd invited me for a drink. In this business, an invitation from a man like Pauly isn't the kind of thing you turn down.
Detective, sit. Have a drink. On the house. You know I like you. You got, what do you call it, persistence. Most guys, they hear my name, they find somewhere else to be. But you keep showing up. That's either very brave or very stupid.
I've been called both, usually in the same sentence.
Hit. Funny? See, here's my problem. You've been asking questions about a friend of mine, a dead friend. And every question you ask, it makes my other friends nervous. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Nobody move. Marchetti, step away from the man. I've been waiting 20 years to walk into this room with a warrant, and by God, today's the day.
And just like that, the quietest room in the city got very loud.